You guys know by the thumbnail that I've bought a car, and you joined me when I was on the journey over to check it out in person. But this Mini had been sat in the second-hand car dealers for months, and I know that you guys, like me, enjoy a bargain, especially when it comes to cars, and we can search and search for the best car we can get for as little money as possible. But with a deal done, I may have overpaid for this car, but there is something special about it, and that is this. The John Cooper Works tuning kit had been available as a dealer-fitted conversion from 2002 onwards, but from October 2005 it could be ordered by a prospective buyer at point of order and then fitted in the factory at Cowley. But what's the difference though, I hear you say? Well, not only did you get a big brake kit upgrade and a limited slip diff as standard, the V5 logbook would also state that it was a John Cooper Works car, something that the dealer-fitted R53 cars would never have. The total production run on the factory cars is not known, but the factory JCW cars were only built until November the following year, so rare they are, and that's where this Astro Black car comes in.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up.
So, as you can see, it's arrived. Let's get it open, have a good look round, and see what needs to be done on it. This is the first look. Yeah, there's some bits missing. Let me show you. So immediately, straight away, there's supposed to be some brackets that go on here. And as you can see, that one's missing there. And that one's missing over here as well. So straight away, a couple of bits missing. The Cooperworks airbox, this canister here, that normally I think is contained within the airbox itself. Someone's blocked it, which I'm guessing is something to do with a flap on the back. There's oil around here. However, the garage said the timing chain had been done, so whether that's remnants of that or not, we don't know. That top mount over there looks a bit iffy as well, look. So these bolts are quite long, and there was a knocking coming from this side when it was pulled up onto the driveway. So we'll have to have a look. Let's check the coolant. We know this was low when we looked at the car. There's more in there, but it's the wrong colour. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit and show you. You can see it should be green, and it's obviously pink, so that needs to be sorted out. Let's put that back on there. Battery jump point cover is missing. I think this might be wiring for fog lights, maybe. Is the hose split? Is that okay? It looks okay. There is a bit of dodgy wiring down here, which is for the horn. Someone's cut into that rather than putting another horn on there. They've used a third-party one down here, which I'm not a massive fan of, but it does the job, I suppose. Let's have a look around here. Ooh. They need a good polish up, don't they? Not a big fan of these wing mirror covers either. So let's take you off of here for a sec. We'll do a quick walk around. So these aero bumpers, they do suffer. And I think this one is the same. They normally crack along the bottom here. You can just about see it. So we need to strengthen that. So we need to fiberglass that really. Bonnet's okay. It's a few stone chips to be expected with the car of its age. You can see this one there. It's got a big one here. We walk around. Brakes need checking. Got a bit of wear there on the side skirt. There's a little tiny bit of rust here. Nothing under the rear lights, which is good. The exhaust is all there. Not a fan of these white wheels. Let's get a jack out, get the car on some axle stands, have a look underneath, see what's going on down there. So, I'm going to take the front wheels off just so we can have a quick look at the brakes and the suspension, because on the MOT advisories it did come up saying there was a lower bush issue, which is quite common with these as they get a bit older. But this one, if you watch this look, so the way you can check them is try and tighten up or loosen the wheel nut while it's on the car. And if the wheel is moving around a bit, then you know there's a problem. But watch this look. I mean, that is quite bad. There's a lot of movement there, look. So they definitely need sorting out. They must be absolutely shagged. Okay, so positives. Got the CooperWorks big brake kit, which is standard on all factory John Cooper Works. Negatives, well, that hub don't look amazing. That'll clean up. Those coils have definitely seen better days, and so has this strut, I believe. The subframe needs a bit more work. I think we need to get this arch lining out. You can see someone's been messing around before. These are the wrong clips here. I think that was right, but that's just really faded. There's clips missing out of here and here, which means someone's had the front end off. Just get a torch. We'll have a quick look at them. Drive shaft boots. Yeah, so that looks okay. Drive shaft boots look okay, I think. No signs of any leaking out of there. I mean, oil cooler is a little bit oily, so I might need to do the oil cooler O-rings. There's a lot of oil on the bottom of the engine, which I'll show you in a minute. But it's not dripping onto the floor. But yeah, they're looking a bit tired. Drop links aren't split. Let's just check the lower boot. That looks okay as well. Those lower bushes have had it. So, let me put some light over there. I mean, I suspect there is plenty of movement in them. They normally sit in the centre and that's well off to the side. Come back up here. There's a lot of oil down the back end here. There's quite a bit over there as well. The under tray still there, so that's unusual. Yeah, we'll have a look. Let me go on the other side. Let's pause this quickly and go on the other side. Passenger side. New shock absorber on one side, which is never a good idea. Actually feels like it's dented, but I don't know if that's just the way it's supposed to be. Either way, it might explain why we're getting a knocking noise. These fixings in these arch linings are not, some are correct, most aren't. That's not right, that one there. These two are missing completely. So we'll replace them. I don't even think that's lined up properly on there, by the looks of it. So, yeah. Drop link, let's just check that. Oh. Drop link looks okay. That brake line's been replaced in the past. Is there anything leaking down there? There is a little bit of, it's difficult to show on camera, but let's see if I can get in there. There's a little bit of power steering fluid leaking down the back there, which is really common. But if the subframe's got to come out anyway for those bushes, then it makes sense to just get some Jubilee clips and update them as well. Brakes look good, but the discs need changing. There's quite a big lip on them. Yeah, it's quite a big lip on them. And these shock absorbers, they need changing as well, really. Although this is a reasonably new one, it's new on one side, not on the other, which is a bit mad. You should really do it in pairs. So yeah, let's have a quick look underneath while we're on this side. Oh. Right. So it could be rear main. I'm not 100% convinced. Power steering, you can see, is definitely weeping a bit. The fact that this oil is all over the bottom end probably suggests it might be the sump gasket. We will see. Yeah, it's just a bit tired. I mean, again, those bushes over there need doing. Lower ball joints look okay. That looks okay. So, yeah, I think it could be a lot worse, let's put it that way. Even the bottom of the aero bumper is reasonably intact, which is surprising because normally these are like absolutely shot. But while we're down here, you can see they sort of split along here. That side over there is worse, but this side you can see has a little bit on it. so that needs sorting out as well. We can fiberglass it on the back to strengthen it a bit, give it a bit more support. Yeah, I've seen a lot worse. I didn't know if these were these fancy fog light colours, but I don't think they are. They might be. We'll have to see. Anyway, let's move on. So it says corrosion on springs. Now these brake discs are, again, we'll change them, it's not a problem. The springs, let me see if I can get you in there. So you can see there is a little bit of corrosion on the springs down the bottom. But this is a, what we're on now, 18-year-old car. So, you know, yeah, it's surfaced. The rear subframe, you can see just a little bit there. It looks bad. Rear trailing arms don't look great. But we'll have to see, you know, if we wire brush them up, it might be alright. It might just be surface. It might be Titanic level rust, we don't know. But we'll see. We've had worse, let's put it that way. And this is fixable. Not a big fan of these wheels. You can see there's a bit of corrosion on them around there. I don't mind the wheels themselves. I'm just not a massive fan of the colour, and it looks like someone's done these themselves. So we may do something with them or change them. But yeah, we will see. Brake lines, it's always a big issue on these. So difficult to see, but I think if you look up there, that is normally where they go. So that concludes the first look at the John Cooper Works factory car, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it so far. There's obviously some bits that we need to do. We're going to get some parts on order. We'll get the supercharger service, get the oil service done, get the oil leak sorted out. The back end of it, obviously we need to get up in the air and have a look at what's going on there with that corrosion. We may go for some R56 trailing arms on the rear, but let me know in the comments what you guys think we should do with the car itself. Do up and sell, do up and keep, break it for parts. Let me know what you guys think, and also let me know what you think we paid for the car as well. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to see more videos on this car coming out shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.